Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Jet sweep headed to the edge. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Here comes the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. The jet sweep pass. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there. As this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the tight end. Tackle was made after the 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Offense set on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. A first down for the offense. Now they'll run it to the right here.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw. It's high. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And how about the bomb? Across the field, big-time play, big-time throw, receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hands it off. On the move at the 30. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
Smart play call here. Anytime you can use the defense's aggressiveness against them, that's the way you do it. Eventually, you'll catch them out of position and bust a big play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. He's right on target. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They'll run the sneak for it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Nice move there. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the counter. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Whips it out to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Dropping back, it's high. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
He'll pitch it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Look, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burt. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets his. He smashes his way through again. He's loose. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They knock him down right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's high. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 4 over UAB. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He leaves it with the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And you've always got to be careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job on that route to bring the ball in while on a tight.
The give to the back. Fights off a defender. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's looking to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to get the corner. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Quarterback will audible. Back to pass. It's high. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fair catch called for and made. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to move it through the air. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. At the 35, he's loose. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's high. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play, Well, he did on that one. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's back to throw on second down. That's reeled in. It's Cooks. How about that elusiveness? He's got space.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that down, keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quick completion on the out route. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On the double
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Looking left. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Tulane is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in New Orleans for some time. They're up by 25 over UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back. It's high. Quarterback now breaking the field. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Burke. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. The Yellow Jackets pick up the first down.
Indiana 14.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move.
29 Philly. 2.
Give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Mark down at the 25-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Easy.
They'll run it from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal.
Green 25.
Looking downfield. It's high. Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
Brings it in down the left side. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary.
42 spot.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Still running at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
The give. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Trying the left side. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
In blue. In blue.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Navy was anything but dominant today, but the midshipmen are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Griffin, hey, Cam. Hawk. Arrow.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Timber. Timber. Go.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Going up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. looking to throw it again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Tuna. Terrier. Dino. Logger.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception.
Flying down the left side. The 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 10, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5.
The return
Nice
is
job by the
ball down
kickoff
at the
team.
16.
Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not.
He wants to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Unloads it left. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with that, guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.